So today we're going to review the interior editor of Duda. So I have a site set up with my account, and I'm going to go through this left side panel and just show you a little bit about each item. So first item here is your theme, and you're going to have this panel on the left. I'm going to click on theme. This is where you're going to set a lot of your global elements. I have an example site set up that I was working on for a portfolio, but this is a little outdated, and this is before they came out with this section here. So you can set global colors, um, you can set global buttons, your different text styles, images, rows and columns, backgrounds, and a different site layout. So this is going to allow you to adjust all these items on your website in just one section. So instead of trying to find these colors, trying to copy those hex codes back and forth and applying them in different areas, you can just set these here. Same with the buttons and your text. It's going to change all of these items all at once. Here you can find your pages. This is our next item here. And as we go down here, we can see that these pages can be rearranged. And it's going to show you in real time what that looks like. So from here, you can hit the little settings icon. This is where you're going to rename it. You can hide it and show it on navigation depending on which device you're on as well. You can duplicate a page. This is easy when you're trying to create a new page instead of adding a whole new page and starting blank. A lot of times I like to duplicate them. You can log client editing. You can look at the page URL, you can adjust SEO, you can set a page as a home page. There's all kinds of options here to choose from. And the way I was moving that is just clicking and dragging. We also have different sub pages. So if I wanted to create a drop down, I would just hover this item here, this page, I click and drag, and I'm just hovering it over. It's going to allow me to create a sub page underneath that. I just clicked and dragged that back. Next item we're going to talk about really quickly here is the widgets. This is where you're going to find your drag and drop editor. This is where you're going to be a lot of the time when you're creating your pages. So if you need text, you can drag a block out. And I'll show an example here. It's going to say insert, and that's where you're going to place it. I'm going to delete that just by hitting this X here. But that's how you're going to use this drag and drop builder. If you want an image, you're going to drag it out and place it where you want. There's different widgets. There's actually a lot in here that are very useful, especially if you're not into development very much. This makes it super simple. There's different like calendars where you can integrate your Google Calendar. Right here is what I was talking about. You can online scheduling. There's all kinds of like menu items, different socials, and then if you do have custom HTML or anything, you can place that in there as well. So that's a basic overview of the widgets. If we move on to content here, this is where you can manage all of the connected data elements. If you have any, if we go into collections here, we can see that this is new as well. Personalize, you can choose a rule here. You can select a personalization rule for different items here. Selling online, if you have a shop, you can connect a shop. I'm not going to go too far into this right now, so we'll keep moving here. If you want to add a membership to your site, you can set this up as well. A blog, you can add a blog page. This is super easy. I'm going to create a longer video on how to create a blog and how to start blogging using the Duda editor. It is a great tool to use, and it's very easy to replicate and keep track and manage these blogs. So very cool tool. We also have an app store with all kinds of different apps. You can see here there's different for accessibility, very important. Your analytics and data. There's different for booking events, communication, all the way down here. There's a ton of different options. If I go to SEO and settings here on the left side, you can see we can set our favicon, our different social networks, image. This is if you were sharing this link from a website to social, this is the image that would pop up. And then you have a home screen icon for your mobile tablet view. You have your site domain, and once you are ready to launch your site, you'll see this will populate. So once you can set your domain here after publishing, that's for your site SSL. This is also for launching SEO here. This is where you can put your meta descriptions in for your site, the title, different keywords. Here's where you can add your Google tools, so your analytics and your tag manager, some redirects. Here is your head HTML, your site backups, very important. I will go over these as well. Site languages. We have privacy settings. You can manage your form responses here. Look at your 404 page. We can customize this page here. That is important as well. We will do that. And site exports. You can also export your site. And here is your progressive web app. So different items in here on the left side. I am going to cover each one of these in a separate video, but just to go over the top here, you can switch from page to page just by clicking up here and selecting that specific page. So that's one way to switch from page to page. You can also hit preview and select a page. It'll take you there as well. But you can change from tablet, desktop, tablet, and mobile view. You can see I have to adjust that there. So looking at the different views there, very cool while you're building. I think it's pretty cool. We can go to the search the editor. This is going to allow you to look at different help articles. If you have something that you're interested in seeing if Duda is capable of, you can search it here. It's going to show you results and any articles to help. You can select here for different site info and tools. So preview links, we can show stats, the different languages, experimental features. So pretty cool here. This little icon. We'll see. I'll show you. There's unsaved changes. This whole editor is going to auto save your changes. And this little check mark is going to show that it's saved. If these little 3 dots are going, that means it's in the process of saving. And once that little check mark is there, all your changes have saved. So everything is auto saved, but you have to make sure that little check mark is there before you leave. We can preview here, and we can actually copy this preview link. I'm going to open a new tab and I'm going to paste this. And this is something that you can share with clients or with anybody who you're working with to take a look at the website. And you can scroll through and just see what it looks like on each device. Or you could look at all 3 at once. You can also, if you're on mobile, you could test it for Android and Apple, which is pretty cool. But that's basically hitting preview and then copying this preview link. We can go back to the editor here. When are you ready to publish? You're going to hit the publish button. It's going to ask you to choose a plan if you haven't already. I'm still on the free plan. You can edit and create your site free, and then once you're ready to launch, you'll have to choose a plan and then plug in your domain information, and you should be good to go. It should do the rest for you. So here's your help over here if you need to contact support. Any of these items, look at the community forums, anything that you're interested in researching, you can do there. So that's a basic overview of the Duda editor, and I'm going to go in depth on each one of these items on the left side and the top in a new video. So hope this helps. Thanks.